I wouldn't do that.
Whoa! Whoa!
Chapter 3, Garden of the Hawkins Mansion. Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place thought to be abandoned revealed some surprises. Signs of recent occupation, as well as partly charred painting. Interrupted in his searching by Officer Bradley, Pierce convinced him to join his investigation. The police officer is willing to drive the detective to the Hawkins Mansion. Fortunately. Alright, so far so good. I think I've been making the right decisions. There's already been some stuff that I've seen in this gameplay playthrough that I have not seen before, so enter madness.
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
Old Winchester. Trying to do unlocked answers first, in case we don't get to do them again later.
Andrews warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum?
Yep.
I'll end up asking you for advice.
Well, that's what's going to happen.
He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Oh yeah, there's more. Thought the mansion burnt in a fire.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you?
Yes, I am.
The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
I might have other questions, yeah. One more question.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why not?
I wonder if you refuse, if he just
Right.
ends up going with you anyway.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, the graves are over here, I think.
(1693). This house is much older than it seems, but the architecture seems too recent.
Excuse me. Hey, can I take that? Nope. Here be the graves.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. Charles Hawkins' grave. Who could have done this?
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Inspire?
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
I think there's actually one more
Please give me
grave.
a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing. Let alone
Poor
allowing
kid.
it. Even that Rod Baker is above that. Lord, have pity on this poor family.
Alright, I guess I'll head up myself while he thinks and stuff. I forgot we can run. Move it a little bit faster. Nice house. Mansion. Whatever. Can't go through the front door.
I'll have to find another entrance.
Yep.
This entrance is still in use.
Sure is. I wouldn't do that.
Whoa! Whoa!
You were trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. And let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Alright.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful.
Put down
to be
the
the
axe
last
then.
one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident, but Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
Come on. Shouldn't really need this key. Huh.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin.
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Alright, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. Ah, Mr. Bradley is back.
Pierce, shall we enter?
We shall. Old
take a look
Mr.
inside.
Winchester hadn't killed us
I'm
yet.
with you.
Chapter 3. Pearson and Officer Bradley explore the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The family lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker, still faithful to his employees, keeps watch on the place, armed with an axe. Shouldn't there be an E in axe? Or is that right? Whatever. Pearson and Bradley manage to calm down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They enter the building looking for the scene of the fire. Enter madness.
Follow me. I know the place.
Alright, right behind you.
Who left this light on?
I don't know. Character points. Oh, let's go ahead and assign those before we go looking around. Right now, I think I'm just putting everything in spot hidden. Want to be able to find as many things as possible. Sanity still fairly high and stable. See, my goal is also on the left side over there, not to have any of those locks showing at the end. Each of my last playthroughs, there was definitely stuff I missed. I don't want to miss any of those. All right, let's go. I'll be there in a second. Any books? That's a cool picture, kind of. All right. Oh, wait. Just trying to be thorough. I don't want to miss anything.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
Let's reconstruct it. I can't walk through there. All right. This meat.
What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
Aha.
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate.
Ah.
Why did she leave it untouched?
She didn't want that
Something
weird
happened
ass
at
meat.
this
That's
table.
probably why.
An argument?
Probably. Thought there was something with the fire too. Maybe I'm mistaken. Alright, that's it for that. Man, that's bright.
Daydreaming again?
Working,
Nope.
officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
This needs to be cleaned up. This is nasty. Since the fire of the Hawkins mansion, the dining room has remained intact. The settings allowed the places occupied by the family members to be determined. Visibly, etiquette was respected. Even in private, Charles Hawkins sat at the head of the table, the wife and son at either side. They knocked over a chair. The knocked over chair could be due to something that happened after the fire, or could confirm the theory of domestic argument. Clearly, the roast was untouched in certain plates. The meat, mysteriously preserved since then, seems to have been the subject of dispute between the Hawkins couple. Ooh. The plot thickens. Was there nothing about the fire? I don't know why I felt like there was something about the fire you had to look at. Guess not. Alright. Lead the way, Mr. Cooper. Bradley Cooper.
Silas managed to
Haha.
get the fire under control, but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
What's down here?
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Poses like an explorer in front of exotic ruins. It is common knowledge that he wasted away his fortune on expensive trips. What was he looking for?
Charles and Sarah's wedding is painted by Sarah herself.
Alright, nice painting.
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed.
I bet we can. Starting with this.
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others?
All right.
Was
There's a
Charles
bottle.
Hawkins a heavy drinker?
Huh. Huh.
If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn?
All good questions. All good questions.
They had a fight. Why?
The
Did
clock
it stop
itself.
at the time of the fire?
10 o'clock. Something on the floor. A
Did
shoe.
Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
What was that? Oh, okay. That's her. That's it, I think. Yep, got a little check mark. Wait. That's not letting me go back. That's not it. Alright, what are we missing? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Did someone escape the fire?
Perhaps. Maybe they did, and maybe they did.
Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee.
A toy, perhaps.
And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I'll tell you what I make of it. I don't want to insult him by saying the police botched the investigation. Let's just say the clues don't match. Or the fire wasn't just an accident. The clues don't match. Let's go with that.
Much of this evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really? Tell me about it.
Let's go with the unlocked answers first.
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles
What
or
was all
Sarah,
that?
they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
Alright. Time of the fire doesn't match.
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What do you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Oh, the other ones I can't answer. Who was this doctor?
Dr. Fuller?
A brilliant surgeon, and a friend of the family.
Brilliant?
Sure he took the matter to heart. I see no reason to doubt his word.
So be it. Let's move on.
Okay, there we go.
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization. By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So... well...
And?
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Charles sure liked a drink.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin. Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
Fire was caused by the lamp, or the fire wasn't just an accident? I'm gonna say caused by the lamp.
I suspect this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I'm gonna say the couple had a fight. Based on the fact that I saw Charles Hawkins yelling at Miss Hawkins.
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
We're coming through. Gained a point.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything.
Yeah, sure. No problem.
If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
For now. Alright. Can't miss anything. There's a rat in the house. History of medicine. Of the... I gotta do math here. 18th century. Oh, it says it up there too. Whatever. Alright, place looks good.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person.
Interesting development. Oh. Spot hidden. There's something here. Where is it? Take a little lighter out. Not the door. It's not this.
Of the Drunken Sailor. A sea shanty.
I know that song. What would you do with a drunken sailor? Is it perhaps down there? I feel like whatever it is, it should be here because it turned on. Oh, it's right there. Oh wait, I feel like it was right there. There's a mysterious green light from right here. Come on. Oh wait, there we go. Crowbar found in the Hawkins Manor. Probably belongs to the caretaker Silas.
A crowbar. Could prove useful.
See, by having Spot hidden, I'm finding items as well that I hadn't found before, and I hadn't considered that there'd be items in the game that I would find that could help me out. Do I have any more points? I don't think I do. One more. Okay, yep. Put it in Spot hidden. Yep, validate. Let's go catch up with Mr. Bradley.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Dated 1818.
Nice place.
Moby Dick.
Moby Dick.
Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
That's it?
If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
I agree. Let's look around.
This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music.
That it does. Alright, let's look at these bookshelves, see if there's anything we're missing here. I don't want to miss any books, any papers. Ah.
This place was falling apart long before the fire.
Oh. Nothing over here. Can't investigate that picture. Alright, let's go upstairs. Turn it on, sure, yeah. Ooh, a book. Oh. I
Greek
gotcha.
mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla. Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting.
Yep. Here's a book.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Under the Sea.
Another story about the mysteries of the deep.
Alright. Can I go in here? Nope. Alright. Let's check out this back area. Nothing over here. Oh, yeah.
What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sirs, you know I've always held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I can no longer continue to close my eyes on the behavior of your wife. Last week, she, again, terrified my clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems to be able to make her come to her senses. If these disturbances were to reoccur, believe me that, although it would feel like torture, I would be obliged to involve the police. Respectfully yours, Anton Wellard. Letter of complaint about his wife, apparently. No books, no books. Alright, before we go downstairs. Oh, it's still blocked off, can't go. Well, I guess you could jump down here, but let's go check out this area. Several doors. Let's go in here first. Ooh.
The boys' room.
Spot hidden. Reconstruction time.
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
Can I not investigate this? Excuse me. Look at these creepy ass pictures. That's not something I can inspect either. I feel like I should be able to.
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
Oh, now I can look at it. Okay.
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
I'd say we gonna find out. Still says spot hidden, so there's something here I can find. Ah.
The argument that led to their tragic end seems to have been simmering for some time.
Simon's private journal. He seemed worried about his mother and her attacks. Tension also seems to be growing between the Hawkins couple. Could the fire be the result of an argument? Possible. Alright. Sleeping bottles. The pills are on the floor now. go in here first.
Locked.
Never mind. Let's not go in there first. Let's go in here first.
What will her room reveal about her?
Spot hidden. Something here.
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
Alright. Still something here I need to find. Oh, there it is.
A barbiturate prescription from a certain Dr. Fuller.
75 milligrams of, here's going to be some big old words. Do not consume alcohol or any other medication during the period of treatment. From Dr. Fuller.
Such an excessive dose. Either this man is a charlatan, or Sarah's condition is unlike anything I've ever seen.
A charlatan? What does that word mean? Alright, there's one more. There's something else in here I need to find. There's no light switches there, nope. Wardrobe, pictures on the walls. Oh, here we go. Sarah Hawkins' sketches look more like a gallery of horrors than anatomical studies. Do they represent what haunts her nights? Occultism progression? Yeah, see, like, I'm glad I put all my points of this in the very beginning, because half of these things I'm finding I've never found before, so that and spot hidden, definitely. Cool. Ah, I hope I can open it. I never put points in investigation. Oh, okay, cool. Sweet.
Perfect. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other.
Fate brought us together, and forever it will bind us. It looks like a big mash paddle. I know it held like a painting, but this wooden piece here looks like a huge mash paddle.
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
So this here lists prices of a bunch of different paintings to different people, so...
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
Ever since you left to bury yourself away on that lost island, your art has been attracting an increasing number of collectors. I beg you to send me some new paintings. The last ones, so somber and strange, moving as no paintings have been, are selling at a premium price. Your percentage of these most recent sales is attached. Do not forget your friend who was the first to recognize your genius and display it to the world. Affectionately yours, Maximilian L. Ah. Alright, I think that's about it in this room. Can we unlock this now?
Locked.
Really? On both sides? Alright. Alright, cool. So far, pretty damn good. Alright, let's see if we can go up here. Scratches on the walls.
This door is locked.
Yeah, I thought this was locked right now. Alright, cool. Alright, let's go down there and see what Mr. Bradley. Oh, hot lighter. So he pulls it back out. Alright. Alright, dude. What'd you find?
Did you hear that?
Lightning? Thunder?
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance. If you're right, we should be able to find clues among the Hawkins' personal effects.
I mean, I just found a bunch of stuff.
Did you hear that?
Oh, are you just gonna keep saying the same couple things over and over?
What do you know about Charles
yeah.
Hawkins' activities?
Hey, here's a book.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Nice. Medicine knowledge. A precise and very detailed treatise on the particularities of the human body compared to the animal world. The simplicity of its writing and the vulgarization of its vocabulary make it accessible to the profane. Them's is big words. Medicine. I feel like there's something else he wants me to do. Investigate the manor. There's more I must investigate. Is there anything we were missing in here? I don't think so. We never looked at this. Oh. Duh.
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in
The main thing on the floor that we should have been looking at.
Achieve?
Ceremonial circle. If the creature is not yet anchored in our dimension, an expulsion rite might work. Ritual might work. As long as the person performing it makes sure that he integrates the elder sign among the glyphs that make up the ceremonial circle. Be careful though, because the works that describe the creation of such circles are not all proven reliability. I can't read apparently. Extract taken from the Malleus Bestiarium by Abigail G. Alright, yeah, let's go back and talk to Bradley.
Bradley? Is that you?
Hey, door's open now. Uh-oh.
Is anyone there?
Someone's there. Plays like a movie. I love it. Hey, that's you, bro. I mean, that's me. In real life. In the game. IRL. Oh, snap.
You! Stop!
Put the lantern down. This is as fast as he runs. Oh my god.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.